Hi, pirates. Today we're working on section 1.9, although we're really going to be working in chapter 9, but this is section 1.9 in your book. Students will learn how to find the equation of a circle and graph a circle. Pencils down, just look at this, please. So the general equations of all conics, we're talking about parabolas, ellipses, circles, that sort of thing, will be given here. So let me give you everything. There you go. So a curve generated by the intersection of a plane and a circular cone. So that's what's going to create your circle, ellipse, parabola, hyperbola. And then the general equation is this one that we have down below, where we have the ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f equals 0. A, B, C, D, E, F will be all real numbers here. All right. Just food for thought. You don't have to copy it down. Make sure you have everything out. Your notebook, pen, pencil, highlighter, straight edge. All right. Standard form for a circle is there. X minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared. Things that I want you to make note of. Let me show you. La 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 la. Okay, so remember with the negative, that's going to be opposite h. Don't forget about that, please. In this case, we're also going to have an opposite k. All right, so that's something that you need to make note of. Okay, make sure you have copied that diagram from before. All right, so no matter where the circle is located or where the center is, the formula of the equation will be the same. So you would end up with the same equation regardless in standard form. All right, write the standard equation of the circle. So we're given the center already, and we want to pop it into our standard form. So label it. We have your h and k. We're going to substitute the h and k, but remember, it'll be opposite signs. So it'll be x minus 0 squared plus y minus 6 squared, and then square root of 7 squared. So make sure you square the square root right there, okay? And also make sure you simplify this part right in there. And when you do all of that, you should end up with x squared plus y minus 6 quantity squared plus 7. And now you're in standard form for a circle. Let's do another example, please. Find the radius of circle K that has a center located at point K, which is 1, negative 8, and passes through point J at 6, 4. So again, we need to take out our standard form for the circle equation, and we're going to substitute the center in first. So our center is right here. Remember your h and k, you're going to substitute that in. Don't forget about the opposite signs. So that's why we have the -1 and negative 8. Simplify that first. Once we simplify that, then we're able to put in the other point, which is x and y. And we're going to substitute that in there into the equation as well. So the 6 replaces the x, and then the 4 replaces the y. You want to go ahead and simplify that in order to figure out what the radius will be. So 6 minus 1, we should end up with 5 squared plus 12 squared equals r squared. So we should end up with 25 plus 144 equals r squared. Again, we don't want r squared. We want square root of r, or just r, right? Sorry, square root of r squared, which is just r. So 25 plus 144 gives us the 169. Take the square root of each side. My radius will be 13. All right, let's do another example, please. Find the center and the radius of the circle that has a diameter with the endpoints of 5, 4 and 0, negative 8. Then find the equation of the circle. So we need to find the center. So things that we need to remember is, just in case you don't remember, that's our beautiful circle. Our center would always be in the middle of that circle. And the diameter, if you don't remember, that's the line that cuts the circle in half. And then we're just going to need this part also. So they're going to give us the coordinates from here to here. That's what they're giving us. So since I want the radius, which is, well, the center actually, since I want this point, I need to figure out the midpoint. And just in case you don't remember what the midpoint formula was, because you should have seen it way back, in geometry, I will give it to you. So I'm going to put midpoint, it's x2 plus x1 divided by 2, comma, y2 plus y1 over 2. And then that's supposed to give us an x and y coordinate. So I hope that kind of rings a bell from the past. And again, we're going to find the center of the circle. So this is me already substituting in x1 or x2, and then we're putting y2 and y1. All right, and we're dividing those by 2. When I do that, you should end up with 2.5 comma a negative 2. Then we need to find the radius. So we're going to use the center, and we're going to use one of our points that were given. The easiest point to use will be the 0 comma negative 8 business. And we're going to substitute that into this right in here in order to figure out what our radius will be. And this is where you want to pop out the crustiest of dustiest calculators. So here we go. So we're going to have a negative 2.5 squared plus a negative 6 squared equals r squared. When I pop it into my calculator and add it up, we should end up with 42.25. Again, I don't want r squared, I want r. So take the square root of each side, and we should end up with approximately 6.5 here. And finally, if I go back to the problem, it says to find the equation in standard form. So here we go. Remember, what we found here was my h and k. So that's what I need to pop into the equation. Here we go. So then my equation will be x minus 2.5 quantity squared plus y plus 2 quantity squared is equal to 42.25. And we are done for today. Gracias. Thank you.